What's up, you guys? I'm Dan, this is Frugal Not Cheap, and today we'll do an update on Tesla, seeing as its market cap has hit $1 trillion. So my main goal for this channel is to educate people about personal finance and also to catalog my journey to financial independence and retiring early or FIRE. But along the way, of course, we'll also talk about a lot of other things that interest me and that have to do with my life. We're talking about Tesla today for two reasons. One, I own a Tesla vehicle. You may have seen my review on the Tesla video. That's currently my most popular video, is my review of my 2017 Model S 75 rear-wheel drive. And I've done a number of other Tesla videos. I'll put a link to the Tesla playlist below, and it should pop up for you at the end screen as well for this video. The second reason, and one that's sort of a disclaimer for this video, is that I am long Tesla. Back in August of 2019, it was August 16th of 2019, I used $1,323.93 to buy 6 shares of Tesla. Those shares then appreciated to about $900 per share at one point. And not long after that, there was a 5-for-1 stock split, so that my 6 shares became 30. And of course, their value went down to 1/5 of the previous value when that stock split happened. It's not like magic when there's a stock split and all of a sudden you have 5 times more wealth. That's not how it happens. The price went down proportionally. But since that time, now today as I'm filming, it is October 25th of 2021, and those shares have appreciated to new record highs, closing at $1,024.86. That puts Tesla's total market capitalization at over $1 trillion, and puts the market value of my 30 shares at $30,745.80. That's right, we went from about $1,300 to a value of $30,750 roughly. That's a total gain of $29,421.87, which in percentage terms is an astounding 2,222.31%. I do not ever expect to see a return like this again on anything that I invest in. It's really an incredible return on investment. But again, I want to stress that this was some shares that I bought with a little bit of extra birthday money. My primary core portfolio still remains invested in index funds, both internationally and domestically, and that's on a market cap weighted basis. So I own many thousands of shares of many thousands of companies. And I absolutely do not advocate buying single company shares as the major basis of one's portfolio, because it's very risky. It is very hard to pick the right company at the right time, and then also know when is the right time to potentially exit from that position. With Tesla, it's a very different story. I wanted to put my money where my mouth is. This is the company that I believe in long term in its mission of transitioning us to sustainable energy. And as part of that end, I bought my Tesla earlier this year and continue to follow the company very closely. I watched, I think, every single one of the quarterly earnings reports, earnings calls with Elon Musk, up until, of course, this latest call in October when Elon Musk did not show. And then we got sort of the more boring vanilla version from Zach and the other guys. But I remain very excited about Tesla in the long term and have absolutely no plans to sell my shares anytime soon. And I'd like to detail that why. Again, I'm not saying that the current valuation is one that is a good entry price for anybody. I'm not recommending these shares or anything like that. I'm just very excited about the company. Very excited about how the stock performed today, but more excited about about the outlook for the company moving forward. Now, why is that? Well, they had huge earnings this quarter, beating analyst estimates by quite a fair margin. And yet, they've done this as they've been building up the capacity to increase production very much more in the future. So at the current time, they're building up factories here in Austin, Texas. I'm in Dallas, so a little bit south of me. And then also a factory in Berlin-Brandenburg. Both of these facilities are slated to begin production of the Model Y, which is like the Model 3 but larger and a hatchback, and therefore a much more popular product both here in the US and especially in Europe. And Elon Musk has aspirations that this Model Y product will not only become the largest selling vehicle by revenue, but also eventually become the #1 selling vehicle by quantity. So that would be really, truly amazing. And so again, we've had these record earnings, very, very strong growth, even as these factories have yet to produce a single production level vehicle, sort of like a consumer deliverable vehicle. We're hoping to get maybe some early production late in the quarter, but we really expect to see the ramp up happen next year. So that's one thing, is the Model Y. And then the other things that I'm excited about, well, okay, there's the Roadster, which is really, really cool. And then we also have this the Cybertruck, and also maybe a quad bike as well. But as cool as these products are, I don't find them to be really the major movers and shakers for Tesla moving forward. The big movers and shakers are, let's see, I think in the near term, there's a lot of focus on the on autonomy and on whether or not they can deliver on the full self-driving suite. So more on that in my honest talk about Tesla full self-driving beta as a version 10.2 in a previous video. You can check that out. I'm hoping to get the beta at some point. As of today, my driving score is a 97, and you need a 99 in order to get the beta. So hopefully I'll get there soon. But of course, this would be a really revolutionary thing if Tesla were able to launch, this full autonomy software and hardware suite on their existing fleet. Be a huge thing. And I imagine the stock price would react quite a bit to that as well. What are the other big things? Well, in terms of transitioning the vehicle fleet globally closer towards a sustainable energy usage, will be their future vehicle, which will be the more compact and cheaper vehicle. And they have listed that now on their earnings presentation. So that's something that's coming up, and I expect would be really strong volume. And then further down the line, of course, you have the humanoid robot, which is just as big of a revolutionary change as I think the autonomy thing. So those two are the really big ones looking for the future. And of course, they're very much linked together, as you do need that autonomy for the humanoid robot. More on that in my Tesla AI Day breakdown, context, and implications video. It is a long one, but I think there's a lot of good content in there if you find yourself with a good amount of time. And then finally, we have the solar glass roof. Much more beautiful than retrofitting a roof by adding solar panels on top of it. Much more beautiful to build the entire roof out of very durable glass tiles that have photovoltaic cells embedded in them, and these louvers so that they look like regular tiles when viewed from street level. The ramp up is slow. They're kind of working out the kinks here, but hopefully they'll get there. And there are some sort of pilot projects where they're building new homes, these new developments using the glass solar roof and power pack as well. And so here, this is also revolutionary in the sense that we could then have really a much more distributed utility and much less reliance on any kind of fault points in the grid. So we'd have much more tolerance in the grid if we can see increased propagation of this stuff. So some really big technologies coming out. And the last one I'll mention is the Tesla Semi as well, just because of logistics and even the labor force of truck drivers being kind of like it's a large share of the workforce that provides decently paid jobs as well. And so it will be really a painful transition once the Tesla semis are able to take over and do that autonomously without a driver. And they may even encroach on some of rail if they're able to do these sort of convoy type deployments here with the Tesla semis as well. So really big stuff, potentially in the long run from Tesla. Again, this is why I'm going to continue to hold on to my shares, and I am a long-term investor and believer in the mission of the company. What are you most excited about in Tesla's product roadmap? Let us know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.